Today, we're going to explore a simple story, but its message, it's so powerful, it might just change how you look at, well, everything that happens in your life.
It's always the first question we ask, isn't it? Something happens, and right away we need to know, is this good or is this bad? But what if that first reaction, that gut feeling, is completely missing the point?
It's just what we do as humans. We experience something and we have to put it in a box right away. This is good for me, this is bad for me. And, it gives us this feeling of control, even if it's just for a moment.
The thing is, life isn't just a series of separate moments. It's more like a chain reaction, right? One domino knocks over the next, and you can almost never see where it's all going to end up from the very beginning.
To really see what I mean, let's dive into this classic parable. It's about a simple farmer and a son. Their lives are pretty straightforward, tied to the land they work. Now, their whole world, pretty much everything they had, was wrapped up in this one single prized horse. I mean, this wasn't just an animal. It was their most valuable possession, their key to making a living. And then, just like that, it's gone. They wake up one morning, the stable door is open, and the horse has vanished. Can you imagine that sinking feeling? Everything has just been turned upside down.
Of course, the neighbors hear about it and they all come running. They see the empty stable, and their judgment is instant and absolute. Oh, this is a catastrophe. What terrible, terrible luck.
But the farmer, he doesn't join in on the panic. His response is so calm, so measured, it probably drove his neighbors crazy. He just looks at them and says one word, maybe.
So a week goes by, and then, get this, the horse comes trotting back home, and it's not alone. It's leading a whole herd of wild horses right back into their corral. Suddenly, they've gone from having nothing to being incredibly wealthy.
And you can guess what happens next. The neighbors are back, but this time they're celebrating. They've done a complete 180. This is a miracle. It's the best thing that could have ever happened to you.
And the farmer, he's just standing there, watching all the commotion, seeing all these new horses, and his response is exactly the same. He doesn't get swept up in it, he just says, maybe.
Well, the story takes another turn. The direct result of all this good fortune is an accident. The son is trying to tame one of these new wild horses, and he gets thrown. He breaks his leg, and it's a bad break.
And right on cue, here come the neighbors again, shaking their heads. See, we knew it. Those horses were a curse. What a disaster. This is just the worst luck. Once again, they are absolutely certain.
And for the third time, the farmer, looking at his son in pain, knowing all the work that's now on his shoulders, he just offers that simple, profound word, maybe.
Now the outside world crashes into their little village. The army shows up, and they aren't asking for volunteers. They are forcing every single healthy, able-bodied young man to go fight in a brutal war. A war most of them won't be coming back from.
The army officials go door to door. They get to the farmer's house, they take one look at his son lying there with that badly broken leg, and they just move on. The disaster, that terrible luck, is the very thing that saves his life.
So when you lay it all out like this, you can see the whole chain reaction so clearly. What everyone called bad luck led to what they called good luck. That good luck led to more bad luck. And that bad luck, well, it turned out to be the greatest luck of all. Every single event was just a link in the chain that no one could have predicted.
And that, right there, is the heart of the farmer's wisdom. It's not about being negative or detached. It's about perspective. It's understanding that we are always living in the middle of the story, not the end. You just can't judge the whole book by one single page.
So you can really see the two mindsets at play here, can't you? The villagers are all about the short-term, emotional reaction. They only see the one piece of the puzzle right in front of them. But the farmer, he's playing the long game. He's calmly observing, waiting to see how the whole pattern unfolds.
So what's the big takeaway for us? Well, it's really about finding a kind of emotional balance. It means when things feel like they're falling apart, we can remember this probably isn't the final chapter. And when everything's going amazing, we can enjoy it without thinking it's going to last forever. It's about finding that steady center in a world that never stops changing.
So I want to leave you with this. Think about something happening in your life right now, something you've already decided is good or bad. Now, what would happen if you tried on the farmer's perspective? What if you just whispered to yourself, maybe? How might things feel if you just accepted that the story isn't over yet?